Today is day 3, May 19th of my docuseries, Following a Founder to 500K in Revenue and Sales. Revenue and sales are different, I know that. So we're going to talk about wellness. So every Wednesday we're going to talk about wellness because yesterday, I don't know if you remember, I talked about how I had taken my car to a repair shop and they had my car for 6 weeks. So that's not that big of a deal, but as a founder, I need my car to get around, to get to meetings, to do things, to operate, to function, to make money. And so I want to talk about wellness because wellness is so much connected to your output. So if you're not mentally and physically well, your output to execute whatever you need to execute will probably decrease if wellness is not taken care of and if wellness is not there. So let's take care of your wellness. So follow us, like us, follow us, and share. This is our road to 500K. I'll probably get there pretty soon, but once I get there, the docuseries will end. So let's talk about wellness. So I think so I'm older than most people that are watching, and I just came back from the gym. So I'm older than most people are watching, but I think, and so when I was growing up, no one talked about wellness. But I think the first exposure to wellness or taking care of myself, I had a really, really awesome grandmother, Mommy Ella, that was her name. And oh God, I was gonna cry. And she told me when I was 17 years old, I was about to join the United States Army. She said, regardless of what you do, how your day goes, make sure you get a facial. Make sure you get a facial she said every month. I've never done it every month, but I make sure I get a facial every quarter. And it doesn't matter where I am in the world. It doesn't matter if I am in Pakistan, Afghanistan, Jordan, South Korea, Japan, if I'm in North Carolina, if I'm in Texas, or if I'm in France, Italy, Germany, Czech Republic, Portugal, Spain. If I'm in regardless of where I am, I make sure that I get a facial. And so everyone asks me, how old are you? But I believe that, and I also believe in wellness and taking care of myself. So I've always gotten a facial. So my routine every month, when I am planning my schedule for the month, because I usually do it monthly, I make sure every month I get a facial, I get a massage, and I get a pedicure, manicure. And so like these, I don't get I'm not having diamonds on it or extended nails because I have to work. So I can't have all of those nails. And then when my nails they'll break at the end. Oh, it's a disaster. But that is part of my wellness. And so let's talk about free wellness. Like I love to read a book. I probably read more than 10,000 books in my life just because I used to be an avid reader. I mean, I like a crazy person. I've read and I've stayed up all night reading a book. I'm going to get back to those days. So free wellness would be reading a book and meditation. So when I wake up in the morning, I'll tell myself this is going to be a productive day. And then I realize that the days that I don't say it, it's usually not really a productive day. So meditation and words of affirmation. And that's another thing I was going to say. One of my girlfriends said to me, Tasha, give yourself grace. We all make mistakes. No one's perfect. Of all the things that you've done in your life, in your career, give yourself grace. And that was the best advice I've had in a very long time. Speak nicely to yourself. I always speak nicely to Tasha. I always tell Tasha, you've been doing a lot. You deserve some type of break. You deserve some type of break. And so I will always also say that meditation and words of affirmation is manifestation. So speaking your goals, speaking truth to power, speaking truth to who you are and how you see yourself, it's very, very valuable to what your input will be. Because if your wellness is not taken care of, if your mental state is not taken care of, financially you won't get there. And then another thing I will say, I just ran into a friend who was a very upstanding citizen, straight A's, MBA, all these great credentials. But because his financial situations is kind of, not where he wants it to be, he makes amoral decisions. And then there's a cycle. He'll make an amoral decision. Someone will do a chargeback. He won't get paid. He has to sue them. He has a judgment, but he doesn't have money to get the judgment. So then why make the amoral decision in the first place? Because the cycle will come back around. It's more headache. All money is not good money. I'm sure someone said that to you. So wellness is very important. Manifestation without action is really, really nothing. We can manifest, but you have to act. You have to manifest, set goals, manifest, execute those goals, manifest, have a vision. There is action to manifestation. And if there's no action to manifestation, you won't have anything. So that's my day 4. Take care.